welcome to Fandemically Reviewed, part of the Fandemic. This is a podcast about the things you love and the voices that do and don't. Each episode, I'm going to review a movie, TV show, or something. I'll give my review and read the best and worst comment or reviews that I can find as well. Also, you can make up your own damn mind all in about 10 to 20 minutes. I'm the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Buchanan, and this is Fandemically Reviewed. I wanted to start this week off with the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. So let's talk about it. All right, so this movie came out on 4/19 nationally, and this would have been last Friday if you're hearing this today. I'm recording this on 4/22. And the director of this was Guy Ritchie, known for Sherlock Holmes, The Covenant, which is probably one of my all-time favorite movies. It's amazing. Snatch, The Gentleman, the show. Haven't had a chance to watch that yet, but it's pretty high up on my cube right now. Rock and Rolla is so good. Aladdin 2019. This was written by Paul Tomase, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, known for The Fighter, Patriots Day, and The Outpost, same with Eric Johnson. And then there's one more writer for the movie. It was Arash Amel, known for Hidden Strike, Rise, and The Titan. The main stars in this movie, this is a great ensemble cast. Henry Cavill, he played Gus March Phillips. You know him, Superman, Argyle, The Witcher. He's probably one of the most famous nerds out there, and we love him for that. He was a fantastic Superman. I hope the new guy goes, is the Superman for this now, but I liked me some Henry Cavill Superman. I'm not even the biggest Superman fan. We also have the Alan Rickman. He played Anders Lassen. You know him and you love him. I am a huge fan of him. Reacher. He was in Fast 10, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Ordinary Angels. This dude is just big. I mean, he was in Smallville even. He was Aquaman in Smallville. He was Hawk and Dove on Titans. So, man, dude is no stranger to the superhero genre. He's heavily being rumored that he's going to be the Batman. But after this movie, I am surprised that there's not Green Arrow push for him, because he plays a lot of the bow and arrow, and I would not be mad about that at all, because I'm a big Green Arrow fan. Alex Pettyfer, he was Jeffrey Appleyard. You know him from Magic Mike and In Time. Eliza Gonzalez, Marjorie Stewart, you know her from Baby Driver, I Care a Lot, Godzilla vs. Kong, Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, Three Body Problems, Ambulance, Bloodshot, Alita Battle Angel. She is going to be huge. She was great in this movie. Babs, I'm so sorry, dude. I'm saying this really bad. Babs Olasmakan, he was Haran. Again, I am so sorry mispronouncing your name. I listened to it a few times and I was like, okay, I got it. I practiced and I failed. He is known for Dune Part 1 and 2, The Book of Clarence. He's also in Star Trek, The New World, Strange New Worlds as well. Great part. Cary Elwes, he plays Brigadier Gubbins, or M. You know him from Saw, The Princess Bride, Robin and Men in Tights, Rebel Moon Part 1, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning. He's in a lot of stuff right now. He's been big for a while. But one of my favorite roles that he's ever done is in Psych. Yes, my all-time favorite television show, Psych, the greatest of all television shows that has ever been made. Also, Henry Golding, he plays Freddy Alvarez. You know him from Crazy Rich Asians, Last Christmas, which is a great movie, and Snake Eyes. So in this movie, you have Snake Eyes with Hawk or Aquaman, along with Superman. That's pretty freaking cool. Oh, and Robin Hood. So yeah, we got a little mini Justice League going on here as well. Right. So IMDb rated this at a 7.2 out of 10, and Rotten Tomatoes I didn't get that, so oops, sorry. Um, the IMDb synopsis of this movie is this: British military recruits a small group of highly skilled soldiers to strike against German forces behind enemy lines during World War II. And they do not disappoint. All right, so let's go over the rating system here. A 1 out of 5 is a you shall not pass. Yeah, I'm definitely missing something, or it's just not really my thing. A 2 out of 5 is are you not entertained? It's okay, take it or leave it. A 3 out of 5, kind of there in the middle. That's going to be the I'll be back. Did I miss something? Or no matter what, I'm still going to watch it again. A 4 out of 5 because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. May the Force be with you. Enter into my fandom. I want to know more. I want to know all the intricate details. You got me. Hook, line, and sinker. You're reeling me in. And top 5 out of 5 is going to be a no. I am your father. Was this life changing? Did something happen in this movie or whatever that it changed my life? All right. Now with that, let's go ahead and just a quick review. I base the reviews I choose solely on the title alone. I haven't read through them. I skim them a little bit, but that's about it. So please forgive me if I mispronunciate words. I normally no talk good. I will do my best to read them as I see it. Punctuation, good, bad, and all. And remember, comment. Now, I'm going to start off with my review. You can find my review on IMDb as well. I gave this a 7 out of 10, and here we go. This is a quick one. I went and watched this last night after seeing a few trailers. I thought this movie was fantastic. How much of this is actually true? Don't know, and I don't really care. This was a super fun movie. This cast had great chemistry, and all the moving parts throughout it worked very well together. The movie's pace was great. The acting was fantastic. You're going to get the Guy Ritchie soundtrack, which means like the song doesn't fit the moment, but you like it anyway. That's what I call the Guy Ritchie soundtrack. You know, all the movie. Okay, and I just explained that. The movie really made me want to see a Henry Cavill Superman team up with an Alan Rickman Batman. But after this, I think he will at least be in the running for Green Arrow. Oh my God. Eliza Gonzalez steals every scene she is in. True fact. Go see this movie in the theater. I want you to see this group do more missions, and so will you. All right, I give it a 7 out of 10 on IMDb, which, this is going to be a little bit more than the middle, so I'm going to give this a May the Force be with you. I don't know if we'll ever get anything more from these guys, but I'm in for the ride. All right, so we are going to start off with bad reviews. I got a 2-star I wanted to go over. This is called A True Story, told in the most cartoonish way possible. This is found on IMDb. Here we go. It sucks that this is the direction in which this true story is told. This is essentially an action comedy with no hints of drama during a time of war. Everything about this film is very generic, from the way the plot is laid out to the way the characters are introduced. This film felt like a parody of what actually happened during this mission. At no point in the film was there any tension or the feeling that there were high stakes. All the characters seemed indestructible as they fought and shot their way through the ending of the film. The characters are not developed beyond the names and the skill sets they were given in the 2-second intros. There wasn't any chemistry between any of the characters. There isn't much dialogue or exposition. There are some decent action sequences in the film, but that's not enough to carry the story in any meaningful way. This film felt like a story written from the imagination of a child playing with their military action figures. Cool. That's a lot of haterade, man, but I disagree with some of that. I thought that there was plenty of character development, and they're there to do a mission. The main focus was on Henry Cavill, and he had the majority of it. Would I have liked to have seen more of Alan Rickman's character or Henry Golden's character? Yes, but they wanted to keep Henry Cavill front and center, and you could just tell that there's a mutual respect for everybody, which is fine, dude. You got your opinion. You're a 2 out of 10. Mine was a 7 out of 10. Let's do a 1-star review. 1-star review. This one is called Soulless. Uninspired and devoid of soul, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare fails to ignite even a flicker of interest. Alan Ritchson's performance, once promising, now feels wooden and lifeless in this movie, dragging down an already tedious narrative. Seriously, what happened to this guy? He is incapable of facial expression, now as if the roids have stretched his facial skin to the limit. The plot plods among all the excitement of watching paint dry. Devoid of any meaningful character development or engaging dialogue, despite a potential intriguing premise, the film falls flat, leaving audiences yearning for substance amidst a sea of mediocrity. Save yourself the agony and skip the soul sucking snooze fest. This is a terrible movie. Uh, yeah, cool. You got it, man. You like it. You didn't like it. Let's go to next. Actually, you know what? I want to talk about that for a second. A lot of people are saying that there's a plot. I think the plot was good. I think you should see it. I think this is a great popcorn movie. It's out at the exact right time when it should be, and you're gonna like it. Trust me, not this guy. This guy was drinking his haterade through the movie. All right, let's go on to some. All right, I have a 10-star review, and this one does have some slight spoilers in it. Finally, real entertainment from Hollywood. All right, let's see if I can do this. Apparently, I don't watch movies with the eye of a critic. I watch movies to be entertained. Me too. And man, did this movie entertain me. Yeah, me too. And it was especially entertaining in the fact that it was based on a true story. I was sitting in the theater that had a pretty good crowd, and we all applauded at the end. The theater, the characters were fun and serious, and the action was great. Our American government wanted to help the British fight Hitler, but he had the U-boats out in the Pacific sinking anything that came along. So Churchill and some of his top peeps got a team together to fix this problem. What's more, none of them could tell anyone else what they were doing because what they were doing was considered ungentlemanly in warfare. The British, go figure, laugh out loud, lots of tension and action as a result. Great movie. Plus, Ian Fleming was one of the peeps, and one of the team was part of the inspiration of James Bond. How cool. Go see it. Be entertained. Dude, this guy gets it. I am right in line with this guy. I probably should rate it out of 10 after reading his review. That was the part that blew my mind, actually, was like when it finally clicked that Ian Fleming was one of the characters, and that the entire time you're thinking Henry Cavill is the character's basis for James Bond. I still want Henry Cavill to be Bond. So that's awesome. Good job, man. All right, let's do another one real quick. A well-done film based on a true story. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare is a true story set in World War II. The story was largely unknown to the public until 2016, when documents from the era were declassified. The dramatized narrative does have its silly moments, as shown in the previews, but the story is nothing but. Had these brave men and women not completed their mission, there is a chance Hitler would have won the war. If you wish to see arrogant Nazis get shot, blown up, tortured, stabbed, or otherwise maimed, then definitely go see this movie. It was the most satisfying to see as many of them hurt as possible. Even knowing that the Germans lost the war, I was on the edge of my seat during the covert action, but also laughing out loud while they performed said action. There are so many movies made about World War II that I was very pleasantly surprised to see one that I knew nothing about. I know this was intentional as the operation was classified. So many acts of bravery and heroism still continue to see the light of day. And I cheered along with the rest of the audience at the conclusion. I'm with you, man. It's very much an R-rated film, but this is the one that everyone should see. So much could have gone wrong throughout the entire war that life today, as we know it, would be so different. Always remember that the war didn't just last 6 years, only direct combat. This had been going on for decades, and the lessons learned afterwards must still be repeated. Good job, man. I loved it. Good, yeah, good reminding of the applause and from the theater. It was definitely an experience, and you should definitely go see it. Um, Man, I should go ahead and change my review to my ranking to a 10 or at least a 9. I'm gonna do that. I got some awards here, just my personal awards. Best actor in the movie was Henry Cavill. Worst actor, didn't really give one. I couldn't think of a good one, or at least I couldn't think of an example to give to promote that. The story, I think, was a May the Force Be With You. I loved it a lot. The cinematography was definitely a May the Force Be With You. And with that, it's time to F me. Find me, friend me, follow me. Facebook at The Fandemic, TikTok at The Fandemic1, Instagram at The Fandemic1. If you feel there's more of a conversation, feel free to reach out and let's talk. Who knows, maybe you'll be the next guest on The Fandemic. If you want to support the show, there are several ways to do so. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/The Fandemic. Find us at Patreon at patreon.com/PVOTN Fandemic. Become an episode assistant, an episode producer, a pre-event producer like Stacy, or become part of the con starting at $5 a month. You can just go to PayPal or Venmo. I'm not going to say no at Bradley Butin. Most importantly, just share the show with someone you want to make a little more awesome. Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. And if you like this, check out All Things Fandemic and hear all the fun conversations with myself, Brian, and whoever else wants to talk. You can also order my kids' book, Leveling Up My Awesome and Stuffed Animal Night Force versus the Dream Invaders on Amazon, or contact me for autographed copies. I also got a couple books that I'm working on right now that I'm hoping to get out sometime here in the near future. All right, so in closing, the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, you just got